up, guys? TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back to Factions Base 2, everybody. And sorry, there's been a little bit of a delay on this show. You'll all know why within actually a few weeks. I will let you know. It's gonna be really cool for TheArchon. But thank you to all those who have been playing on TheArchon. You know, building bases that I can tour. It's absolutely amazing. Today we are on Factions Green and are looking at a faction called Unknown. And basically, I always ask you, just a reminder, to name the base, and if I like your name the best, then I will shout you out in the next video. From last video, Master Crafter said, name the base Quicksilver, because it's on silver, and it's one of the first bases to stay standing on silver, and it was made quickly. I like it, dude. I like the creativity. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I've got one of the weirdest bases you guys have ever seen. It's an experimental base, I guess. You don't know. It's unknown how this unknown base will do. Play on words. Unknown is the faction name. So what they got is an overworld base. And keep in mind, we are on a Wither server. This is Factions Green. Withers are enabled. So we are in the overworld, and they have their walls here. So this is to protect against the Withers, of course. And then you go over here, and there is a gap to the base here. They've got a 100-block gap, I believe, so not the biggest gap in the world. Obviously, that is, I think, actually, boats may be disabled on this server, so I'm not sure if you can make it over there. But, I mean, either way, you got water on the bottom. And I gotta be honest, I'm going to talk to the owner of this base in a bit. What they got under here, I actually don't know what this is. Maybe just getting rid of the water? I'm not really sure what they're doing down there. But they've got this gap, and oh, there's a problem. There really is a problem. I don't know if it's going to work out. The base has been up for 3 or 4 days. It's one of the more powerful factions on Factions Green. But a dire mistake that I think they may have made, and I don't want to tell everyone how to raid this base because that's just unfair, but they forgot it's a cannon server. Like, they forgot you can use cannons on a Wither server. You know what I mean? Like, you can cannon on a Wither server, but you can't Wither on a cannon server. Cannons are always enabled. Therefore, and I think that explains it enough already, this base can be taken down pretty quickly. So I won't tell you how, I don't want to spoil it, but these guys call it an experimental base, and I don't know, I guess we'll see over the coming days if it proves to be successful, but I'm sure a lot of you know how we could take this thing down if you watch the main show. But moving inside, regardless, they have a beautiful interior. Seriously. Most factions tend to use just 1 or 2 colors of blocks to get a simple look. These guys use a ton of different blocks and styles, and it combines to mesh into this thing of beauty. Chaos and beauty. I love it. So first off, they got the cow. I don't know if that's me or if there's some other cow man in this faction, but they got the cow. Bonus points right there. I love a good cow. And it looks like, yes, so this is their cow spawner collection area. These guys focus heavily on spawners and different types of spawners and drops, etc. So what they got over here is they got, and we'll head up in a second, they got some bedrock for their spawning platform. Looks beautiful. And they've got a double staircase each way. They have a staircase over here. I should point out, the width and length of this base is freaking massive, dude. It really does have some size to it. You can see, like, just think of our base on Factions, on good old Factions Gold. Our base, I think, is even smaller than this. They've got a bigger one than us, so good on them for that. It's so wide open, and it feels like you can breathe. And yeah, just they got stone brick, they got nether brick, they got leaves, they got wood and everything. So we come up here to their to the storage area, and you can see lots of armor. These guys are fairly rich, to be honest. They got a nice rich faction, TNT, etc. We'll get more into that during the calculations. Blaze spawners are up here, but the storage area is kind of cut off from everything else. It's a different kind of design. Usually it's like everything is accessible by everywhere, but in order to get to storage, you have to go up these stairs. And then you have to take this staircase over here, again, very chaotic staircase, in order to get to the main floor, I guess you can say. They still have lots of room to add and extend and do different things. Again, the sheer size of this base makes it so much more appealing, in my opinion. But like I said, they've got Blaze, they've got Creeper, they've got Pigman, and then up here they've got the massive iron golem farm. This is a very young base, so they haven't been able to expand their IGs completely yet. I think they've got, what, 6 or 7 IGs up right now, generating a little bit of money, but I think their future plans are going to be to add more. And then over here, we've got more storage, more PROT 4. These guys are very rich, dude, so that kind of gives me faith in them that they know what they're doing. But again, we'll see how it plays out. They got the, are these blaze drops here? Or are they? No, they're not. But yeah, that really is the look at this base. Interior is beautiful. Defense is experimental. And they got the UK logo too. They must be UK players. Or no, I'm sorry, unknown. I'm dumb. That stands for unknown, not UK, as in like Britain or England. But yeah, that is it. One big, giant, open, beautiful square inside, and then here up at the top, that isn't even being used yet. Again, lots of room to expand. But they've got the big AFK, the AFK pool here, AFK stream. So they have all the spawners going at once, which is very advantageous. All right, let's get in a call with this guy because I want to know what his thought process is behind this different, unique style of defense. Let's hear his thoughts. Jumping into a call with Landon112, and hey, Landon, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good, dude. Looking good. I'm good, thank you. And you are the owner of the Unknown faction.
Yes, I am the owner.
You're the owner, man. A good-looking owner at that. So I'm just going to ask you a couple questions today. You got a very unique base, and we'll get the first 2 out of the way. How long has this base actually been up?
It actually got up then, like, just I think Wednesday. We got it. We got like the end stone put up Wednesday, and then we've been working on it like one of my pizza deliver on our faction stayed up till like 6 in the morning, all night going all. And then I had to go to bed.
Pulling a napkin of truth. Going hard.
If you look at his title, baby napkin, he called
it. Baby napkin. Okay, so it's only been up for 3 days, a very young base. And how much time did it take you to make the base? Obviously, you've had lots of time on the Archon from Thanksgiving break, right?
Yeah, it took a long time to put this up. Like, we were working on it non-stop, like 4 or 5 people, because we didn't want too many on our base. But yeah, it's been a hard thing to do.
Well, it looks really good, especially the interior design, man. It's beautiful. And I gotta ask, because I've never seen a tactic like the one you are using. Your defense, you are in the overworld on a Wither server, and yeah, you've got a weird little strategy. So how, what's your thinking behind that?
Well, me and one of my friends, it's probably late at night, just pulling up stupid ideas and stuff, and he pulled up the idea that we should do a gap. And we made a base before this that we, failed. It took us, over 30 hours that we were working on it, and we messed up the walls. And so one of the, 3 of the walls were, cobble monstered, and we were like, you know what, let's just make a new one. So we started up this one, and we made it a 100-block gap.
Yeah.
So that withers... It would be hard to player cannon, and it would be hard to wither because they can't get the wither there, and there's no e-pearling, no nothing. So
okay, in the overworld, you did this with the ocean there though. So why not do it in the end?
Well, a lot of the end has been covered up, and we just didn't want to have to deal with so many people looking in the end, and there's been a lot of raids happening in the end, and we just didn't want to have to trouble with that.
Okay. Avoid a high traffic area, I guess, is your thinking, and it's pretty dirty in there. I get what you mean. Okay. And we'll see. It's an experiment. Obviously, it's young base. We'll see if the strategy works out. Now, have you had any troubles with your faction over your life here on Factions Green?
Yeah, we have actually. We had a base. The base that we worked on for 30 hours, the one before this, we didn't live in it. We didn't get to that point yet. So the base before that, we had lots of blaze spawners, lots of cows, lots of pigmen, just a bunch of stuff. And we had Turf, one of the people that I was actually really good friends with. And I guess one time just something happened, and I don't know what happened. And I mean, I guess we're good friends. He hasn't talked to me, but inside and luckily,
he insided you.
He insided me, and that set us back.
But an inside always hurts. It always hurts, man, for sure. Because you got to build your faction on trust. So you've eliminated that now, and you think now you got a good group of guys.
Yeah, I love our group of guys. We've actually had to keep 40 dubs of P4 and Breaking 3 in a Skyvolt.
Dang, as you're moving into this base.
That's why we were working so hard. So Yeah, I think the people we have right now are very trustworthy. We have around two. We have two people. Me and Pizza are. He's the co-owner, and we're like the main people in this base. And then we have AW and Girl is awesome or whatever her name is.
Okay. Cool. So now, what is your here on Factions Green? You're one of the bigger factions. What would you say is your biggest threat?
My biggest threat. We are. I think we're a pretty good liked faction in this server. So I mean, Aspire's kind of iffy. So I mean, they're always looking out for people. I'm gonna go with Aspire.
Aspire, which is the faction Dylan's a part of, right? Hyper Darkness.
Yes, and actually, right now, we are raiding them.
Oh, you're raiding them right now?
Yeah, we have Xerxia, one of my boys. He's like a really good canner, making a 250 stacker right now. Just
oh my god!
Blowing into their base.
Well, Aspire is getting raided as we speak, so they're probably your biggest threat. You gotta, but you're well liked and you have lots of allies, so that's probably helped you out a lot. So all right, well, good luck to you on your raid, man, and thanks for meeting here with me today. You got again a very good-looking base. And hopefully this experiment works out for you and your faction, man. Yeah, take care, dude. Nice talking to you for sure, dude. Thanks for letting me tour.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. Peace out, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, the calculations are in. And here we go. Keep in mind, this is a very young and new base. It will not be valued as high as usual, but still, they are a fairly rich faction nonetheless. Based on 7 Iron Gall, 7 IG spawners, sorry, 21 Blaze, 24 Cow, 1 Creeper, and 2 Pigment spawners, 40 dubs of Prot 4, 4 stacks of God Apples, 20 pieces of Bedrock, and $4.8 million worth of miscellaneous items. The total value for the base, the unknown base, here on Factions Green on pvp.thearchon.net is $77,520,000. Woo-hoo! Congratulations to the unknown faction. You guys got a very, very risky base on the loose here, and I'm excited to see what happens. I wish them luck. Thanks to all of you guys for tuning in every single Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern, except for today. It was a little bit late. Sorry about that. Every single Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern, a new episode of this show comes out. And also, thanks for tuning into the main show, Faction Show, every single day, 7 p.m. Eastern. It means the world to me. I love you guys so much. Thanks for supporting what I do. A reminder to touch that like button, join the rush by subscribing, and share this channel with just one of your friends. It would mean the world to me. Have yourselves a beautiful evening, guys, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.